All right, welcome to the Calgary Flames 2019-20 shotgun season preview. Let's get right to it. Starting with the record from last season, they were first in their division. They were second overall on offense. They were tied for second. On defense, they were ninth. Their power play was 18th, and their penalty kill was tied for 19th. It had a bit of a roller coaster of a year. Now, Brad Treveling has never been afraid to tinkle, or trinkle. To tinker, there it is. I found it. To do that with his team, and he has again to a certain extent. Now, Bill Peters is of course back behind the bench, and will he be able to get a team past the first round of the playoffs? Because they flamed out, pun intended, pretty hard to the Colorado Avalanche in 5 games, I want to say. And that's just not acceptable after having a 107-point season and coming in second in the league. And you can throw Tampa Bay in my face, and you'd be right. So now the forwards, they're still pretty top heavy. This whole team really had a lot of guys had career years. Can they all do that again? You could probably say that of the first line. Will they still have that chemistry with Lindholm on the right, Gaudreau on the left, and of course Monahan at center? Is that third line going to continue to be a great two-way line? The third line is the interesting one with Jankowski in the middle and Bennett on the left, and of course now Milan Lucic on the right, who should just irritate the hell out of the opposition. And can I just say this? I'd like to see just once, see Sam Bennett go to center and have Tkachuk on the left and Lucic on the right. I know you want to see it, right? Just give it to us. Give. Anyways, and then of course the fourth line with Derek Ryan, Mangiapane, and Austin Cesarnik. And now things could move around there, but Sam Bennett, this could be his year after signing that deal to step up and start producing like his draft pedigree has dictated. Now, defense. They're pretty solid all the way through. Very well balanced defense, especially their top forward is pretty good. Can Giordano do it again? I don't think he's going to put up those numbers for a second year in a row or have a career year at age 3,500 or however old he is. Now, Rasmus Andersson, maybe he has some more coffee on that first pairing with Giordano. TJ Brody's name has been thrown out in trade rumors for a very long time. Will that happen or not? And they have a couple of new guys sort of in the minors. They have Alexander Yeltsin, who could have maybe a nice coffee at some point during the season, and Brandon Davidson, who is just a really a depth defenseman on the left side, but they have a lot of NHL defensemen there. The problem is, especially with their defense, that coming after next season, a lot of them are either UFAs or RFAs, and I'm talking about TJ Brody and Travis Hamonic, who are both 29 years old, by the way, one with $4.65, one with $3.857 million. Coming off the books. Do they want to re-sign those guys? The other UFA is Michael Stone, who's 29. He's going to be UFA as well. Now, what do all three of those have in common besides being 29 years of age? They're all right shot defensemen. Yeah, and the two RFAs that they have on D, one is Oliver Clinington, who's left shot, and then there's Rasmus Andersson, who's a right shot defenseman. And they're both 22, by the way. So could they have a depth issue on the right side? And what happens with the UFAs next season in terms of right shot defensemen? Because everybody's always looking for them. You can never have enough. Just ask Buffalo. Now, you say, okay, what about Juuso Valimaki? Now, he's injured right at the moment. He's got 2 more years until he becomes an RFA. He's age 20, but he's a left shot D. Now, how much caffeine will he have with the big club during the regular season? He's got a lot of promise. We'll see what happens there. And who am I forgetting in the defense? I don't think anyone at the moment. But in any case, let's move on to the goaltenders, right? Because that's the biggest X factor here. And Calgary fans, you know it. Riddick was fantastic at the beginning of last season, and then he just teared off. Mike Smith took over in the playoffs and really ran with it. Was their best player. Not arguably, he was their best player, and he's now in Edmonton. And you got Talbot now backing up Riddick. So in Riddick's second year, full time, is he going to be able to play at least 50 games? How many games can Talbot play? And will he come back to his regular form? Because he stank the last couple of seasons. But it's so weird for him to play so well for 2 years in New York and then 2 years for Edmonton and then just fall off a cliff. So who knows what's going to happen there? Can Calgary hit that mark of the 107 points in first? I don't know. But you've got some of the other teams in that same division. I'm talking about San Jose, of course. Who else am I talking about? And I'm talking about Vegas. Both teams who got weakened a little because of the cap. But San Jose is the one with goaltending issues. Mind you, Jones did return to form somewhat in the playoffs. But it's going to be a fight. Where do I think they're going to end up? I'd say anywhere between first and third. I think that's a safe bet for anyone because Vegas is still pretty hungry. San Jose, then you have Calgary and Arizona who might be up and comers, but I don't think they're not challenging for those top 3 spots. Hey, I know I can be proven wrong. Weirder things have happened. Where we are at with the salary cap right now, they're over it by, I want to say, around $1 million or so. They're right now they're at 82.158. So they've got to shed a little bit. I don't think that'll be a problem because their roster size at the moment of this video is 23. So we'll see what happens there. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on how the Flames are going to do this season, this coming season, and why. Please leave your comments in the section down below. Hit like if you like this video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hey, if you happen to have any Hockey Geek friends, please don't feel shy about sharing. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.